Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of The Young Farmer. My name is Andy, and we are going heavy today. We're going heavy cultivations, a little bit of pasture ground to go and rip up, roll over, and it's going to get worked down there and re-sown, I think, probably in the new year. But it looks like they're going to be turning some grassland into some cereal ground here, because I think we're going to be putting spring barley in there. But we're going to plow it over now. We're just letting the tractors warm up a little bit. It's a bit crisp this morning, so whilst that's doing its thing, I'm going to show you a few updates around the yard here. First of all, we are cracking through our straw now. Trailer load's ready to go. George will be taking that one away later today. He starts a bit later these days because he spends his day, he picks up the New Holland, drives down to the BJ and spends the day down there. So that's cracking along very nicely. And yeah, so we're now into like this final bay over here, really. It's the last of it. Which means we've got some more space to store some equipment under a shelter, which is always good. I should have tilted those forks back over there. But yeah, you can see now we've kind of got just this little bit left here, which is awesome. Very good news. Means there's money slowly trickling in from the straw as well. And that is all looking good there. So that's all ready to go. The rolling trailer is looking very, very good. And the keen-eyed amongst you will have also noticed another rolling addition. We have upgraded our muck spreader. This is the muck spreader that we had on trial there with the John D, you may recall, from not so long ago, probably about a month ago now actually. We decided to go for it, or I decided to go for it there, and I picked it up there, traded in the old one there, which was in okay condition. It was looking a little bit ropey in some places though. It looked like, you know, it's seen better days, so decided to go for this one, and yeah, I'm very happy with it, truth be told. I think it's going to be a great addition. It looks immaculate. We need to get some of this fresh paint scrubbed off it a little bit there, and make it look a little bit more worn, but yeah, it's gonna be great. It should be really, really good. Looking forward to getting that out and about and used a bit more. But yeah, our machine shed is really filling up here. This winter, I'm looking at the possibility of perhaps getting that back wall blocked up, knocking down that wall that's there in existence, and building a nice like a breeze block wall or a concrete wall, something that I can just kind of provide a little bit more shelter here. Keep the straw a bit drier and also keep the elements out and off of the machinery, especially when I've got the drills and the combine there as well. So that's another little project that we'll have to have a look at, because that little shed in the corner there is good, but it's apart from the header trailer, it just had the cultivator in there. But the yard's due for another bit of a shuffle around soon. We'll probably do that when we one of these wet days coming up, I think, actually. But for now, we're going to get on. We've got some work to go and do here, so we'll jump on in. I am piloting the 870. Chris over there is in the 830. Anthony is out and about in his Arian. He is off with a hedge trimmer again still. Not too long left before he's done, actually. He's just tidying up some roadsides still at the moment, so it shouldn't be too long. We'll just take our time down the hill here, watch that plow. Perfect stuff. See, we don't do too much in the terms of kind of conventional cultivation these days. Made more evident by the fact that we were looking at that minimum tillage machine the other day there. So we might continue to look down that route. I don't know. The problem that I was thinking about really is the sheer cost of implementing that. Neither of these two tractors here would be able to pull a drill such as that. We'd have to get an upgrade, and it would have to be, oh lord, that's a bit close. Let's just see if I can doing that the other way around, so it's not ripping off that fence there. That'll be a start, hey? And we'll see how we go. This is going to be, fortunately, we'll just come to right here, so we don't have to go through that bus stop there, which is always tricky. But yeah, if we were to get that drill, we'd have to upgrade one of these, or even add a new tractor to the fleet. There would probably have to be an upgrade in all honesty. The problem being, the next upgrade would be to the big action there, the 914, and that one had a tire track, so we could probably do without tire tracks, so to make it a little bit cheaper, but still, it's a monstrously big update and upgrade to our system, and that's before we've even considered adding on in the cost of the drill, so we'll have to wait and see. Now, it would still work on regular tillage as well, which would be very important for us. Will you sneak around there? Good job. Now this field is a little bit of a difficult and odd shape. What I think we will do, though, is I'm going to start up on that far hill hedge line and work my way towards the road. So Chris can hang around up here and wait for me to, well, I guess to get caught up with him, really. And we'll see how that goes, and then yeah, we're gonna get this all turned over. So we'll get a bit of a start, and we'll have a quick chat with Chris there and let him know what's going on here. All right, perfect. Chris is gonna hang around here. Beautiful view to look out on as well, and we're gonna get stuck on in with the class here, with the 870. So let's get ourselves just up to the top. We need to fold over that plow again. Get ourselves set up, ready to roll out of the top end. So we are gonna leave this border. As you can see, the farmer in question came in, just topped everything off that he wants plowing over there, which is good. We're going to leave this wildlife strip here as a margin, which looks about 6 meters these days on that one there. So we're just going to come back a bit here. Fantastic. And yeah, let's get ourselves away, shall we? So, like I say, we're going to plow this over. It's going to be left over the winter there. The reason we brought the subsoiler up as well is because we're going to plow this over here, and then the subsoiler is going to come through after, and it's just going to dig through the pan left by the plow. So it's going to go that little bit further down there, rip that up as well, just to allow for some drainage through there and allow us to be able to really crack on with, again, a good seed bed really. So when we do put the spring barley in, that's going to have the roots are going to have the best chance to go down and not get stuck in any kind of pan there. So that's the aim and the idea behind it all. We'll see how well that goes, of course, but yeah, it's looking pretty good. And now we'll just come through about there, I reckon. Trying not to, like I said, not to disturb the margin too much. That should just about do it. I haven't got to use this plow too much actually. It's nice to get back out there. Works very well, very nicely on this class, that's for sure. But yeah, we are getting on. We're kind of getting towards the end of the first lot of spraying for the winter, I think. It's getting to the point now, where are we? It's early November now already, so there's not a lot more that we can do for now until springtime rolls around there. So we'll just kind of see what happens. We're still always doing a few little jobs there. The self-propelled Amazon is over at the estate still, because I'm waiting to hear back from some new work over there. If not, that'll be coming back soon. The Bowsers have been a huge relief. They really have been, actually. It's been great to have them. Just really does open up the opportunities that we can have, really, for different work. And so that's pretty cool. And yeah, we're cracking along there. Like I say though as well, we're currently seeing a great opportunity just to get ahead with the straw game right now. It's great having George on board because he's kind of owning that really, which is fantastic. Really allowing us to push on. Put that down again, and yeah, we're everything else is looking really good. So other contract work is intermittent at best, but it's keeping us going. Things like little jobs like this keep coming through there, which keeps filling up the days really. And then soon we're going to have to start to turn our attention back towards a workshop week really, where we get things serviced up and ready to go. So that's kind of where I want my attention will be shifting towards soon, I do believe, but it'll all be good. We should get things going there as quickly as possible, hopefully, and then we'll see from there. But I hope everything is well with yourself there. Do let us know down below what you're working on, what you're driving as always there. Okay, what I'm probably going to do, just to tidy up the side, is put a small, because it's not quite square along this end, so we're just going to put a quick passing up here, just to button it all out. And then my headlands can start from about there, I reckon. Makes everything look that a little bit neater. And away we go again. What a view though, what a day. It's a cold autumnal day, it really is. But yeah, what a beautiful day to be out in the tractor. Look at the view of the coastline, it's sensational, really is. Now for those of you who were still asking as well, we obviously had a Unimog on trial recently. I was very impressed with that. That worked very well, really blew my mind and exceeded my expectations really for that kind of role. So that one in question was a farmer that I know of a bit further up north there, who's run one on a big estate for a while, pretty much doing the same kind of role that I would be looking into using one for, and he's actually thinking of changing this out and upgrading it. So I'm not a fan of buying a new one like that because they are quite expensive for what they are. So we might well just look into picking that one up. Actually, we're still negotiating with him. He's trying to get it appraised to get a value for it. So if we can get one and it kind of rings true with what we want, then that's where we might well go with it. But yeah, really had a huge benefit for us. Great road speed as well. Really zipping along there, and look forward to trying to get some grain carting done with it as well if possible. So it's got some great potential there, that is for sure. So we'll see how that looks moving forward there. We'll have a look. We might well be able to get that done, which would be pretty sweet if we can. And we'll see what comes up in the later days. But yeah, certainly something I'd like to add there because it does just add a whole new world. Now, of course, we have that one as well. Then certainly there will not be any class Axion 940 arriving this year. That's for sure. Certainly not on a permanent lease contract or a or outright purchase. There, we might look to, if we really want to get that drill, we might look at stop there. We might look at final or kind of getting one on a 6-8 week lease. But that might be about it. I'm not too sure. There's a lot of things to kind of consider there and try and figure out. So we'll see. Bang on in line with that lighthouse. Look at that. Yeah, it's coming over quite nicely. There's a few bits where the was a little bit of trash on the surface there, but the farmer did a good job in kind of knocking all the grass off there anyway and grazing it right and down. Has been sprayed off as well. It's had a roundup on there, so it just hasn't quite died off yet, but it's on its way. He just wanted me to get in there with it today, and it's going to winter off anyway, so it's likely going to be sprayed again before we come in with a drill in the new year. And we'll see, but it's the idea is of winter plowing is just to kind of leave it. The cold frost breaks down the heavy ground a little bit and makes it easier to work over in the spring. We will be sticking spring barley in here, like I mentioned. At least that's the current plan, and yeah, we'll see what that looks like. I did suggest that he maybe puts a cover crop in now. You could probably still get away with growing a catch crop there for the next few months, but he declined to do that one. So maybe next time we'll get him onto my way of thinking there. Alright, need to straighten this back up again, get my eye back in. Been using GPS too much there, so we'll try and get this all leveled out. Right about now, we've probably got enough space where we can get Chris started up as well. So we'll go and get him set away, and then we'll probably bring the drone in as well, just to show you how it's all, how we're getting on that. So yeah, let's watch this space.
Got me looking all rough, got me losing my toughness. Break the spell, let me tell you. Every single night it's a lucid light. He's a bit like James Dean's silky hair. If this is a dream, wake me. Winter, summer, we got time. Lucid light.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are cracking along. We got Chris just kind of getting stuck into it over there. It's a little bit tougher land over here, actually. It's amazing how it's changed. It's getting a little bit more, a bit rougher. Some of the trash hasn't been turned over quite so well. I might have to go and adjust some of the skimmers on the plow there, actually, because I just don't think it's flicking it over quite like I would hope for. But anyway, yeah, we're going to keep cracking along with it anyway and see how it goes. I've got to keep my foot down here because Chris is a little bit wider. He's about 4 meters. I'm just over 3, so he's going to catch me up at some point if I don't get a move on here. But it won't take us too long to get through this, and then we'll be all good and done. For now, though, we're going to leave it here, so thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. This has been the latest episode of The Young Farmer. I have been Andy. If you have enjoyed it and you haven't done so already, do hit that like button. Subscribe to Simulation for the Nation, who very kindly agrees to host everything. And we'll see you all in the next one. Till then, have yourself a great day, enjoy what you're doing, and we'll catch you later.